I finished reading the book, the Figures of Speeches.
Did you read it, or do you just throw it out?
I mean, I read through most of it.
Most of it, do you mean a third of it, or 3/4 of it?
Or do you just look at the title?
I read it like a mouse eats cheese. How about that? Was that good?
I think?
That definitely wasn't bad. Mice are avid cheese eaters, so progress has been made.
I feel like I've gained experience.
Level up?
Anyway, who are we pulling today?
You know, I'm not sure. I was going to leave that to you two today.
Let me take a look here. We have an interesting drow that appears to be meditating at this point. What do you think?
I don't think we've interviewed many drow, so that could be interesting.
Give me a second here, and 1, 2, 3. Hello there.
Hi?
Oh, hello.
Hi, welcome to the Delegation of Dreamers.
Delegation of... Okay, sure. Am I gonna have to do something? Please tell me you're not here to make me a deal.
Oh no, we just want to ask you a few questions. We like to learn about people. Also, if you'd like, we've got some tea and some cookies.
Yeah, sure, I'll take some tea.
Jeremy, can you get some of the fresh tea, that fresh batch we just came up with? It's a special blend, we just came up with it.
I'm always interested in new tea blends.
Yes, we have a lot of forgotten ingredients here, and I thought it would be quite splendid to mix some of them together. I like it personally, but I haven't tried it with many other people yet. Most of the time I keep my tea blends to myself until I think they're perfect. What's that, Jeremy? You want to take a break after this? Okay, just get the tea and you can take your break.
You keep them to yourself like a squirrel with his nuts.
That's another pretty decent figure of speech.
Oh, are we learning figures of speech?
Yes, let us introduce ourselves. I am Rue.
I'm Ephraim.
I'm Ashura.
Right, good to meet you. I'm Eclipsis.
Well met. And yes, Ephraim here recently read a book that we gave him on figures of speeches, because he for the longest time was very literal and did not understand them.
Oh man, yeah, no, I've met people like that. Good on you for learning.
Oh, thank you. It was like I was blind walking around in darkness.
I think that one's a bit of a miss. But I appreciate the effort.
A for effort, about a D or an E for actual content.
Better than an F?
Yes. Oh, here's the tea. And Jeremy also brought some of the fresh loaf of blueberry bread.
How wonderful.
I'm surprised that he's willing to share. He made that specially for himself, so I'm surprised he's sharing it. Good boy, Jeremy. Now you go take your break.
Such a dear.
So, Eclipsis, would you mind telling us where you're from?
Where I'm from? Or like where I'm from now? I've been a lot of places.
Oh,
Let's start out with where you're from now, just so we know where we pulled you from.
Oh, well, right now, it doesn't really have a name. We just call it the realm. It's a demi-plane. That's about all I know.
Sounds vaguely familiar. I might have seen a little bit of it once or twice. What's it like? So I can know if it's the one I'm thinking of.
It's filled with a lot of weird people. Definitely feels very Fae-esque. Yeah, I feel like that's the two biggest descriptors there.
Weird people and Fae-esque. I may know the one you're talking about. At least a different version of it. It's possible there's multiple versions of the same place.
yeah, I mean, that could describe the tavern we were at, like, the other week.
Oh, we have a tavern there.
Hmm.
I wouldn't know if you were there. I never go. I kind of just keep to myself. Unless I'm there to hurt somebody, probably.
We usually go to this tavern called the Tavern of Forgotten Dreams, I think it's called.
Heaven of Lost Dreams, my friend. You were close.
Yeah, no, definitely never been there.
It's like a watering hole in a desert filled with alcohol.
You were almost there on that one.
All right.
I have a feeling our friend here is going to make non-stop figures of speeches now.
Not sure if this is better or worse.
So, do you want to tell us where you're from?
From. Okay. Well, I'm from a city called S1E62. It's in the mountains. Well, technically it's under the mountains. It's mostly drow. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big city. I used to be a guard there. My whole family's there. But yeah, I haven't been there in a very, very long time.
What made you leave?
Yeah, well, you see, I kind of might have had a issue with wanting to fight things and people all of the time. And I mean, being a guard, I got a little bit of that, not enough. So I went and found myself a fight group that wasn't necessarily legal. Then when the rest of the guards found out and everything, it turned into a whole big shebang, and I kind of got banished.
Or simply fighting.
Yeah.
That seems a bit overkill.
Yeah, well, there's this thing called fragile masculinity, and there were a lot of people I worked with who had that, and they didn't like me much. So they took the excuse to make it a whole big ordeal. So, yeah. I'll go back and kick their ass one day.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Sounds like a fun time. Where did you go after that?
Oh, all around my home world for a while. I was a mercenary. Or I really technically was an assassin, but I sometimes did other mercenary work. You hopefully haven't heard of me, but you might have. I was known as the Moonlit Slayer. I had a very long kill list.
Isn't that a morning TV show?
I mean,
Morning Slayer.
not that I know of,
Da, 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 da.
but I guess it's
Da, da, da.
possible.
Oh, okay.
I can't quite recall if I've heard the name, but I also don't keep up with all of the news of all of the realms. I do like to eavesdrop and be nosy in some of the realms, but as I was going to ask, was it during your mercenary work that you got your ties to the deity that you seem to have a tie with? I'm not sure which one, it's not familiar to me, but it does seem that you follow a goddess of some sort.
Yes. So the one goddess, she's been around with me for a very long time. Even when I was young. But if you're talking about the icier of them, yeah, she was in my mercenary days. Very foreboding and weird. She's like, hey, something's gonna happen soon. Do you want some more power to help you? And I was like, sure. So yeah.
You know the names of these powerful beings?
Yeah, the one is the Fae Queen of Winter. I'm told you really shouldn't use names, but I guess if I'm in a dream realm, it's probably fine. But yeah, her name's Mab. Yeah. Oh, or are you talking about Titania, which is the Summer Fae Queen? Because I've also got a lot of shit with her.
You have very many ties to the Fae.
Yeah.
Though your Fae Queens are different than the ones from the realm I come from.
Yeah, apparently there's lots of realms and lots of variations of lots of people. It's all very confusing.
It very well is. So, Mab and Tanya, are they related?
Yeah, sisters.
Okay, so that's similar to my realm. But they are very powerful creatures then.
Yeah.
In case you didn't realize it, I myself am a Fae. I haven't been to the Fae realm, and it's been about 4,500 years since I was in the Fae realm last.
Wow.
But that's neither here nor there. I was going to ask, do you know what it's like in your Fae realm?
I've been there once or twice. The one time I was, running for my life and trying to keep other people alive while they were running for their life. So, yeah, there was a lot going on there. The other time I was in this super freaky garden thing. We're not going to go there. That was a weird day. But yeah, I mean, it's the Fae. It's kind of weird. Plants are people sometimes, and people aren't what they seem like a lot. It's also very bright and purples and pinks and things.
Some things are the same throughout all the realms. Could you tell us a bit more about the time you were running for your life in the Fae realm and other people were too? maybe who you were with and what was chasing you?
Oh, yeah. So that was fun. So I work for Titania, and at the time she had asked us to go fetch an item from there. So me and 5 other people, oh gosh, who all was on that? There was a lot of us. They were all pretty, as I like to call them, squishy, meaning that if I hit them more than once, they were probably gonna, go unconscious. So I was trying to keep them alive because there was this big, blue undead thing that was chasing after us. I ended up killing it, which was great. Almost died doing it. But everybody made it home. Everybody was in one piece. There were no missing limbs. Item was received.
How did you manage to defeat it? Did you just bash its head in with a warhammer?
Yeah, a lot of that. Also, the goddess, she kind of gives me these fun, super bursts of power that I can put in along with the hammer smashing. And, I just was really lucky that day, got some real perfect hits in, and just kind of blew it up with radiance.
Sounds like you were using Divine Smite. You are a paladin of some sort, then?
Yes. Yeah, that's what I am. I'm sorry. I'm not, I'm good with the strong stuff, not so much the thinking stuff.
That's fine. Everybody has their strong suits. And speaking of strong, your warhammer seems to be special, but the thing that catches my eye most are those beads that you have.
Oh, yeah, these. So that's the cool thing. Working for super powerful fae beings. So, when we do a good job and, almost hey, Gold Star, you completed the mission, she gives us these little beads. And, this one helps me understand and speak Abyssal. This one here, this is actually from the mission with the big blue thing. It allows me to cast haste on myself once a day, which is very helpful. So, yeah, so they all kind of do different things that are... Typically, what they end up being is something that would have been useful to have on the mission we were just on.
So like an otter in the sun.
I don't think... No.
They can do different things. Be in the sun, sun tanning and swimming sometimes.
I'm not sure if he's trying or just making things up.
I'm going to give that one a 3.5 out of 10. Going to have to work on that one a bit. But that is very typical of Fae to give you a boon after it would be most useful. Some of them like to do it as a way of teasing you. Some of them just don't think about how insulting it could be for you to get something that could have saved your hide during the thing that you were doing for them.
Yeah.
And some are just generally unknowable as to why they do it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think she means it offensively. I think it's more of her, oops, sorry that happened to you. Here's something so that it never happens again. But I do know a few fae beings that would definitely do it because they think it's funny.
Yes. And also, is the tattoo that you have, it's related to Mab, but what does it do? I know it's magical, but I cannot quite understand the magic.
Oh, yeah, right. So this was a little gift from her for helping me to be more proactive, I guess, in my assistance to the lady. That's Titania, by the way. We call her the lady. But yeah, it lets me put, ice armor on me. Armor of Agathis. I don't really know what Agathis is or what it means or why it's a thing, but it gives me ice armor.
I've heard of it, but I also don't know why it's called that.
I'll have to ask somebody smarter than me later.
Yes. Oh, I hear a commotion coming from the kobold den. If you would give me but a moment, I am going to go and check that out.
Could you tell us a bit about your guild and some of the party members you've been with?
Oh man, there's a lot of us. I mean, when we started, there was only a handful of us, but our momentum grew. Members, oh man, there's so many members. There's few I like, though. People are scared of me, and I mean, I'm kind of here for that. But some of the not scared of me ones, smart person, which I will ask later, that's Harper. They're a wizard. They're very powerful. And they also know I'm very powerful. We work very well together, and we've saved each other's asses a lot. Yeah, so they're fun. then there was Naya. She was great. I loved her. She's so nice. I still don't really know how she ended up in this guild because it's all very shady and she's just like this ray of sunshine. But we all loved her. We called her Mama Naya sometimes because she was very motherly. She was a furball, so she was also very fuzzy. Great for hugs. Oh, yeah, then there's my significant other, my lover. I don't know. We've always been weird about that. I don't think we've ever called each other like boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't know. I'm not good with relationships. But yeah, that's Coolness. He's great. He's a bard. Very tricksy, though. He's a gnome. Got very bright red hair. It makes it easy to find him, which is helpful because, he's very short and I'm very tall. So that can be a problem sometimes.
Would you call him your consort?
No, maybe. I don't know. I feel like that's not the right word, but maybe it is. I don't know.
We shall put a pin in that.
Yeah, there we go.
I swear, you've got to be cheating.
But where's that tattoo? I don't really see it.
Oh, yeah, it's here on my wrist. Over here, the left one.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't know why I told you the left one, because you can clearly see that, but,
But sometimes it's good to explain something that's obvious. Like,
I thought you gave me a metaphor, man.
I was about to. I didn't find it in time. Catching the rain in your hands? In your...
Hey, from I think I see smoke coming out of your ears. You might want to tone it down a smidge.
Oh.
It's really difficult to understand people sometimes, and metaphors and things. Apparently not everybody learns about that.
So, have you made a lot of money working for the Gallant Horde?
Yeah, but I've definitely blown through a lot of it buying fancy, armor and weapons and stuff. Luckily, though, my boyfriend... Oh, I called him my boyfriend that time. I don't understand things. Anyways, Coolness, being the bard, he's super charismatic and is always able to perform and get money. He's got 3 side businesses, one of which is tea, which is why I drink a lot of tea now. So yeah, so money's pretty good.
What made you decide on that guild?
Well, I had originally kind of met this super big gladiator championship. I didn't win that, unfortunately, but she admired my ferocity. So she's like, hey, I'm making this guild. You should be a part of it. She's like, I'll pay you to continue to hit things. And I was like, that sounds wonderful. And now here we are, 2 years later. It's great.
Still hitting things.
Still hitting things.
Who doesn't like hitting things?
Actually, a lot of people apparently don't like hitting things and find it weird that I enjoy. So, yeah.
They're the weird ones.
I agree.
So, do you have any plans to ever return to Svetona?
Yeah, close enough. I do. Hopefully soon. But still got some stuff to finish up with the lady and everything. So I'm gonna wait till all of that's finished and taken care of. Yeah, I might head home, remind some people why I'm better than them. By a lot now. Yeah, it'd be good to see my family again. Everybody's still there. So...
Well, it seems like you've planned it out. Like a principal who's planned out the entire school year.
Near miss on that one.
You're trying a bit hard there, Ephraim.
Yeah, and it's definitely not that planned. I have literally no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm just rolling with the punches.
What's one of your favorite quests that your guild has sent you on?
Oh, favorite quest. Oh, that's tough. I've been on a lot of cool ones. But honestly, and as crazy as this is going to seem, one of my favorites was the, running from the big blue thing that I ended up killing. But also, I think one of the most rewarding ones was when I went with smart friend Harper to go help them free their family from a lich. And the lich thought he was so smart because most of the other people that were with me, they were all mages and stuff, so they required magic. So he tried to anti-magic field them, and then I was like, haha, no, and hit him a bunch of times with my hammer until he could no longer concentrate on that anti-magic. So, yeah, That was fun.
That does sound rather epic.
Yeah, it was great.
Do you have any goals with this guild or with yourself?
Oh, goals. I mean, obviously with the guild, our main goal is to get Our Lady back into the... I don't know if that happened in the other ones, Feywild, but like Our Lady Titania was like kicked out of the Feywild by her a-hole husband. So we're trying to get her back there. We're close. So that's like big goal there, but I don't really have any major like life goals other than, I don't know, me and Colness going somewhere, settling somewhere maybe. I don't think I'll ever be a settled person, but who knows? I also didn't think I'd ever find a lover, so I mean...
Ah, so he's a lover.
Yeah.
What about your friends or guildmates? Do they have any plans, or have you helped them with their plans?
Well, I mean, the whole deal with the lady, like, you sign up for like 15 missions, so me and a lot of my few that I would call friends have already kind of completed our official contracts, and now we're just sticking around because, you know, we've worked so hard towards this goal, we really want to see it through. But Harper's doing great. They're with their family now on another plane on an island somewhere. I don't actually know where that island is. Luckily, I never have to be the one to teleport there to visit. But yeah, so they're happy in pretty much retirement there. Naya was with her husband in some sort of super icy place, but now she had to go because her goddess told her that there was like some big thing that was happening. I don't know, I'm fuzzy on details, yo. So yeah, so she had to go handle that. Yeah, and Colness is back in his home plane right now. So, yeah, I've been to visit him a couple times, but for right now, I'm still back at the realm, waiting to assist the lady some more.
And if I may ask, as a drow, not a lot of people see the goodness in you. How have you been handling that? You seem like a rather nice person.
Oh, well, that's a first. I mean, I've kind of weaponized it, because, I mean, if people are going to see you as a monster, might as well give them the monster, right? Well, that was kind of the whole thing with the whole Moonlit Slayer, lots of murder. So I've kind of built up a pretty thick skin for that, but, you know, there are some people that have broken past that, you know, facade and kind of see more the real me, I guess, which would be like, you know, Colness and Naya and Harper. So there's some people who, I guess, realize that just because you're of a certain type of, you know, stereotype, that not everybody's like that.
Well, it's good that some people were able to see past the external into the internal workings.
Yeah.
Also, I'm back. The commotion was the kobolds having a party.
They wake the kids.
Yeah, they woke the children. Had to help calm them down.
Oof, kids. I'm not good with kids.
I'm not the best with kids either, but some sleep magic is always useful when you need to get the children back in bed.
I'm pretty good with kids as long as I have access to a cage and a lock.
I feel like that's not how you're supposed to handle kids, but I also don't know, so, I mean...
I'm sure, is that a dragon thing? Locking your children up?
No, I think that's just an Aephraim thing.
It's good for kids and princesses.
Definitely an Aephraim thing.
Yeah, okay.
I knew he was an eccentric one, but...
Do you think you'll be with the guild until you retire, or do you have plans after that?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know dragons live a super long time, but so do elves, and I'm still technically fairly young for an elf. And I think my time with the guild is kind of coming up to the end. We're nearly at our goal. But after that, Colness has a place on his homeworld, so probably gonna go there with him for a bit. He apparently said that there's really opportunities to join the local guard, or apparently there's a mercenary group that isn't frowned upon. So might do that. But I don't foresee me, you know, retiring so much, like, you know, and then dying peacefully in old age. Like, if I'm dying, I'm going to go down swinging in a blaze of glory kind of a thing.
Yeah, like burning down a glass house.
Nope, that's not a thing.
Is that a card you're holding?
Have you been cheating?
What? What? No. These are my playing cards.
Those are very clearly some flashcards.
No, I would never flash these to anyone.
Although I will admit the handwriting is a bit off. We might have to work on that later. But you didn't read the book, did you?
I went through every page in the book. I flipped through each and every one of them.
Eclipsis, I do appreciate you joining us.
Oh, of course.
But I think we're going to have to deal with him. So if you're all right, we will send you back.
Oh, yeah, no, that's great. Good luck with the, figures of speech and such. I believe in you.
Yeah, I believe in you too.
Thank you. Until we see you again, have a good awakening. Now, Ephraim, get over here and we're going to sit at this desk.
No.